Is Bayern gearing up for a shock move for Luis Diaz? Have Manchester United already locked in a new goalkeeper from Portugal? Who is he, and how much are they shelling out? And wait for it. Barcelona might have just pulled a fast one for Marcus Rashford. Oh, and Jadon Sancho? Word is, he's heading to Turkey, under the watchful eye of none other than Jose Mourinho. All that and loads more coming your way. Smash that like button, yeah, you, I see you lurking. Let's hit 500 likes today, easy work for this squad. Done? Good. Let's dive into the madness. Manchester United and Diogo Costa. Right, first up, Diogo Costa. Porto's wall. Portugal's #1. And if the whispers are true, he's already browsing IKEA catalogs for a Manchester pad. Reports in Portugal say Costa's let his inner circle know he's ready to bounce. Time to test himself under brighter lights. Porto won't chain him to the crossbar, but they won't let him leave for spare change either. His release clause? A spicy 75 million euros. But word is, they might settle for 60. And who's sniffing around? Well, both Manchester clubs, but only one still at the table. City? That ship sailed. They poked their nose in when Ederson looked Saudi-bound, but Pep slammed that door shut faster than a deadline day fax machine. Etihad vacancy, closed. But United? Oh, United. Now that's a different story. New gaffer Ruben Amorim, who probably still wakes up wondering what circus he's inherited, already seems to be losing patience with Andre Onana. Yep, not even a full season in, and Amorim reportedly wants someone he knows. Someone steady. Someone not prone to playing heart-attack football at the back. And Costa? Cool under pressure, ball at his feet, built for Amorim's vision. But let's not kid ourselves. This isn't just an Onana problem. You could throw Buffon in that goal and still get shredded behind that leaky United defense. So is Diogo Costa a fix, or just the next name on the Old Trafford goalkeeper graveyard? De Gea, Onana, Costa? United have a clear runway. But this feels less like a signing, and more like the opening scene of a long, expensive saga. Neymar's non-return to Europe. Forget all that buzz about Neymar's glorious return to Europe. Twitter leaks, cheeky Instagram hints, it's all hot air. Neymar has just extended with Santos until the end of 2025. It'll be dressed up like a love letter to his roots. You can already picture the press conference, home is where the heart is, or something equally poetic. But let's get real. Who's coughing up monster wages for a 33-year-old who's seen more physio tables than penalty boxes in the last 3 years? His wage? Absurd. His injury record? Alarming. For top European clubs, he's become a walking risk assessment. But for Santos? Absolute gold. Sure, they'll pay a chunk, but the return? Shirt sales, sponsors, media circus, minimum 20 million back in the till. They've not just signed a player, they've bagged a one-man marketing machine. So what is this, really? A fairy tale return, or a quiet admission that no serious offers came in from Europe? You decide. Rashford to Barcelona? Right, here we go again. The Rashford to Barca mill is back on, and this time, it's gone into overdrive. Barcelona. Broke as a joke, rummaging down the back of the sofa for coins, and yet they're eyeing both Nico Williams and Marcus Rashford? You heard that right. United, apparently open to a loan for Rashford, might have just handed Barca a golden opportunity. And the Catalans? They're seriously considering both signings. Williams' release clause is reportedly £52 million. Rashford's wages? £325,000 a week. And yet Barca reckon they can juggle all that, in their current financial state? It's mad. But it might just be mad enough to work. Rashford's form last season? Let's be kind and call it underwhelming. 4 goals. 6 assists. Bit part player vibes. But Hunksy Flick's a believer. His versatility. And let's be honest, Rashford's still a talent, you just wouldn't know it from his last United campaign. Barca see a player desperate for a reset. United see a wage drain. And if Amorim's planning for life without Rashford, don't be shocked if the lad misses pre-season altogether. For Rashford? It's a shot at redemption, Champions League football, a clean slate under a proper tactician. And even if he's not the main man, the bench at Camp Nou might feel a lot better than the cold shoulder at Old Trafford. Casemiro to Al-Nasser. Now this one's practically done. Casemiro to Al-Nasser. And for United, this could be the biggest W of their summer. Let's recap. They paid Real Madrid £70 million for a 30-plus midfielder. His current market value? Just shy of a cheeky £10 million. But here's the kicker, it's not about the fee. It's the wages. Casemiro's reportedly on £650,000 a week. That's not a salary. That's an economic crisis. So when Al-Nasser came calling, again, United got the party poppers out. they're clearing the books. Big time. Sure, he had a bit of a late-season resurgence. But let's be blunt, it was probably just enough to make sure the Saudi clubs didn't change their minds. For Casemiro, it's sunshine, Ronaldo, and fat stacks. For United, freedom, financial oxygen, a salary dump and a chance to rebuild the midfield. This is smart business. Rare words to say about United lately. Tottenham and Eberechi Eze. Tottenham, eh? New season, same trick. Something's broken? Buy something shiny. This time, Eberechi Eze. The creative spark from Crystal Palace. And from the looks of it, he's already mentally unpacked in North London. The fee? £68 million. Yeah, that's a proper statement. Levy spending big? You know it's serious. Eze isn't just another squad filler. He's the kind of player who unlocks doors when 10 men are parked behind the ball. And let's be honest, Spurs have struggled with that for years. He's got flair. Confidence. That, give me the ball and I'll fix it, swagger. But, pressure's on. £68 million isn't, maybe he comes good, money. It's, perform now money. The good news? There's a release clause, and Spurs can pay in installments. Classic Levy loophole. Structured deal, no drama. The real question, is Eze the long-lost heir to Eriksen's creative throne, or will he fizzle out in the Spurs system like so many before him? Sancho to Fenerbahce, Mourinho's rescue mission. Right, let's talk Jadon Sancho. Once billed as England's next superstar. Now, he's packing for Turkey. And guess who's waiting with open arms? Jose Mourinho. Yep, that Mourinho. The resurrection artist. The king of second chances. Sancho's reportedly agreed personal terms with Fenerbahce. Wages? Somewhere between 10 to 12 million euros a year. Juve and Napoli were sniffing, but couldn't match the check. Now look. This is a massive fall from grace. But weirdly, it could be exactly what he needs. The Turkish Super League isn't the Bundesliga or the Premier League. The spotlight's a bit softer. The fans? Passionate. The pressure? Manageable. And with Mourinho in his corner, maybe, just maybe, Sancho can find himself again. Because let's be real. United got zero return on that £85 million investment. For them? This is sweet relief. Finally offloading a luxury item that's been gathering dust. For Sancho? It's do or die. Luis Diaz to Bayern, the Anfield earthquake. Now for the one that could really rattle some cages, Luis Diaz to Bayern Munich. Leroy Sané's gone. Coman's future? Question mark. Bayern want a new wide threat, and they're looking hard at Liverpool's Colombian dynamo. Here's the twist, Diaz's contract talks with Liverpool? Stalled. 2 years left. Clock's ticking. Bayern smell blood. And Liverpool? They're not shutting the door, not entirely. If the price is right, and if they can't lock him down long term, he might be gone. Diaz would be perfect for Kompany's new-look Bayern. Direct, aggressive, fearless. He doesn't hug the touchline, he owns it. 13 goals in the Prem last season. Carried the Reds through rough patches. He's more than flash, he's substance. But for Liverpool? Selling him would be seismic. It'd scream, we're rebuilding. And finding another Diaz? Good luck. Every club will know they've got money to spend, and a Diaz-shaped hole. Not ideal, that. So, are United building smart? Can Barca really juggle Rashford and Nico Williams? Will Mourinho perform another miracle with Sancho? And is Diaz to Bayern the summer shocker no one saw coming? Tell us what you think in the comments. And hey, if you've made it this far, you clearly don't hate the content. Hit subscribe. It costs nothing, unlike Rashford's wages. We'll catch you in the next one. Until then, stay sharp, stay cheeky, and stay tuned.